Bo Miller, Oak Level Raceway, here at the Henry County Administration Building, where we just finished up our special meeting here with the zoning committee. There were some newly discovered facts that were not really known at the time where we initially applied for our special use permit, and those facts were presented to the BZA, and they reconsidered their approval that was previously denied. And we had a 5-0 vote on getting our special use permit approved, and we're ready to move on. So we're going to be open for business hopefully March of 2026. In the meantime, we have some pretty cool things coming up. We're going to have an event we're going to be announcing probably week after next, where we're going to draw some money in for the Henry County Sheriff's Department's Benevolent Officer Fund. We're also got an event we're going to try to host in November, if our facility's ready, for a local therapeutic riding group that provides therapeutic riding to adults, children, and adolescents with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And just really excited to have racing back at Oak Level, racing dirt track, short track racing back in Henry County. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, and so are we. So that's about all I got. Do we have any questions?
So I understand that French Grimes came to the rescue.
I'm going to tell you, in a roundabout way, French Grimes saved Oak Level. It got discovered that French had maintained, his permits from the time that he stopped actually racing till current, and so we actually never fell out at any time of our use, and so that was actually a grandfathered situation to where we could continue on. We'll tell you that had that not happened, I don't think we're standing here today. I think that Oak Level would be a thing of the past at that point in time.
But not just permits, but like I understand taxes, everything was taken care of, correct?
Like it never even stopped. I mean, so the only thing that actually stopped was actually the events. You know what I'm saying? From the Henry County business licenses to the state corporation commission tax, or keeping his registered and keeping his fees up, taxes, to there was actually 3 AEP accounts that were current that I transferred to our name, that he stayed active with his electric bill, which in a lot of ways there were a lot of things that prevented and saved, I guess inadvertently. So no, French Grimes, he saved our track.
But I could see there was a little fight in you that you're going to keep trying anyway, right?
Yeah, so we came out, my team, our citizens, and everybody that day were very disgruntled, and we weren't happy with the decision that was made. But I told everybody the whole entire time, no matter what decisions that are made, we're going to support it, but we're going to be professional and we're going to be kind to everybody involved. And so that's what we did. We came out, we regrouped. My team actually went to work that afternoon, and I was here at 8:15 the next morning, 8:15 the following morning, 8:15 the following morning, meeting with Lee and getting all these facts presented for Lee so he could present those to the county, so they could make a decision based on the new facts versus where we were.
Did they not know the paperwork was up to date?
So the mistake kind of fell in the nameage. So when I applied and when I was meeting with the county for the first time, Oak Level was the name that was given. Oak Level is what we thought it was. Right. Little did we all kind of take into consideration, when French Grimes had it, it was Fort Mountain Raceway.
Right.
Yeah.
Changed it, didn't they?
Yeah. And so, honest mistake, because literally when I called Lee the first time, Lee said, "All right, Bo, let me get to work on this. I'll call you back." He went and did his due diligence, did his reconnaissance research to find that there was nothing there for Oak Level. Little did he know he should have been looking for Fort Mountain stuff. So, I mean, it was an honest mistake early around the board, and I'm thankful that it happened. But, what French did was not a mistake. By keeping up with all of that, that wasn't a mistake.
So he handed you the documents how did you guys find this new information?
So it's a funny story. The whole time we're actually going through this process with French, he is actually just sending me stuff, just inundating me with all kinds of just information, right? You know, this is what I need. You may need this, you may need that, you may need this, you may need that. And so, you know, the very next day, I'm trying to throw anything on the wall that's going to stick. You know what I'm saying? And so I think to myself, and I go to Karen Grimes, French's wife, and that's who does, you know, French's texting. And there's a business license from 2025 on there. And I'm like, okay, well, I might want to talk to somebody about this. This may need to get presented. This may need to come to light. And so that's what I did, was I actually came down here and sat with Lee, and I said, and you know, Lee, he looked at me and he said, man, that really throws a whole different thing here. You know, that changes a lot of things right there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess God has a way of working and doing miracles and doing things in people's lives and having an effect on people's lives. And for some reason, you know, he had French continue that chain every single year, even when there was a lot of times that French probably didn't even know if he was going to be around, you know.
What did the BZA say during the meeting?
The initial meeting or this meeting?
No, this meeting.
So the BZA didn't have really a lot to say. Once they got presented the new facts, there wasn't a lot to say. You know, at that point in time, just what was done had to be undone because it never was needed to be done to start out with.